Let's cross to our correspondent in Jerusalem, Irris Makler. Irris, great to speak with you. What else can you tell us about the situation right now on Israel's northern border?
I can tell you, as I tell you every time we speak, that there is a definite escalation on this border. Today, we see this 200 rockets and drones, which is the largest number since the last largest number, which was 100 rockets and drones, in one day coming across from Lebanon into northern Israel. We saw a retaliation by Israel, that's airstrikes, being heard, sonic booms, that is, being heard as far north as Beirut. So we do see this ongoing escalating battle at this border. Nevertheless, it does appear to me that both still hold back. We didn't see Israeli attacks on Beirut, for example. We didn't see Hezbollah attacking the northern port of Haifa when it put out videos within the last 2 weeks showing that it knows where every important strategic site that Israel has is and could destroy them very easily. So they are holding back somewhat. But what we're seeing because of this escalation, because of the escalation in rhetoric from both sides, and including we heard from Iran within the last week, all of this makes everyone fear on both sides of the border, actually, that what you could see is these two sides, these two parties that don't actually want an all-out war being dragged or dragging each other or stumbling into one with terrible results.
Now, Irris, Hezbollah has long said it will stop these attacks if there is a ceasefire in Gaza. So where do things stand right now with those negotiations?
That's a very relevant question because we have just heard that Hamas has returned a document to Israel for consideration, and that's a ceasefire document. We know that today Israel's Prime Minister will be speaking with the American president, with Joe Biden. It's the 4th of July. Let's not forget how important that day is. It's a celebration in America. Nevertheless, this is important enough to Washington for that conversation to take place on the 4th of July. We are also hearing that Israel is going to be holding a cabinet meeting, possibly to discuss this as well. So you can see that there is progress, although there have been Israeli officials inside the country briefing against this deal before its terms are fully known. Other Israeli officials have been saying to the Israeli media that this is actually very close to the original plan that got the name of the Biden plan and that the UN Security Council approved. So perhaps we will see progress, although we've been here so often before that I have heard the relatives of the hostages saying that they're too fearful to even listen to where these negotiations could go.
Irris Makler in Jerusalem, thank you so much for keeping us updated on this story.